Have you ever heard of SEP Sesam? With our latest release, Apollon, I would like to take the chance to give you an overview of this broad functionality we have with our backup software made in Germany. These are the two areas of implementation where we provide new functionality. There is the security topic and also the usability topic. Both are very important, and I would like to talk first about security. Wouldn't it be cool to have a dialog box like this with a little button and switch security on or off? Well, unfortunately, it's not that simple, and therefore we have not implemented such a dialog box. Security is definitely a very complex topic with multi-layer structure. In the first layer, we have our data center. Outside of the data center, we have all these threats to our data center, like hackers, ransom virus, and even more. And there are some basic rules to protect our data center, like network segmentation, firewalls, installing regular updates, doing frequent backups, and all these kind of generic rules. I guess that everybody is already complying to in his own data center. However, this does not give 100% protection. There is always a probability that there will be an attack inside of your data center. And then the next level is the backup server, because they try to conquer the backup server, be able to maybe delete backups or encrypt backups and so on. So you have to protect your backup server, and there are also some kind of generic rules to provide protection of your backup server. Maybe you use an operating system like Linux because it might be better protection instead of having Windows as your operating system. Talking about the running services, make sure that you have only your necessary services, and if necessary, then please do not run the services under root, because that's definitely a potential hole in your backup server. Well, but this is also not 100% protection. If there are some attackers, you need to protect the backup software itself, the console, the GUI of the backup software. So some rules would be to use authentication and authorization, so that not everybody is acting as a super user or administrator. Make sure that you do not have any integration into external directory systems like Active Directory or LDAP. However, if this is also infected somehow, and there is still a probability left for that, then you have your backup data, and you have to make sure that your backup data are safe, that they are protected. So immutability is kind of a last resort for your future. And of course, there are a couple of possibilities how you could make your backup data immutable. The pillars of immutability start with a tape backup, with the air gap. So this is kind of a pretty secure possibility and media for your backup data. However, in today's environments, you would like to have some sort of comfortable restore possibilities. For instance, you need to have mounting of backups or applying deduplication, doing instant recovery of virtual machines and so on. So you need the functionality of a disk storage. So you have to make sure that your disk storage is also immutable. We have the SIS, the SEP Immutable Storage. It's based on Linux operating system with the specific file system attributes. We rely on the I flag of the Linux file systems. This is one possibility to create an immutable storage. However, if you have a media agent, our remote device server running on Windows, you definitely can also create an immutable volume on your Windows media agents by using a third-party product. It's called Blocky for Sesam from our partner Data. Maybe you are familiar with this already because it's known at the market as Blocky for Veeam, Blocky for TSM, and so on. So it's the same product, also available for Sesam as well. Then you can use S3 Object Lock. This is also some new supported functionality in our new version Apollon. Almost every storage which provides an S3 API supports the S3 object lock functionality, no matter if it's a cloud storage or local object storage and so on. All these functionalities, except the tape backup, rely on our deduplication. And as you might know, we have an integrated software-based deduplication in our software with very good deduplication ratios because it's in-memory, inline deduplication based on variable block length, the algorithm. We have all the patterns for this algorithm, and you can set up a deduplication storage on your backup server. You can also set deduplication storage at the RDS, at the media agent. You can replicate between these two agents and have the RDS maybe in a branch office and replicate the data in deduplicated form over the WAN. So these are the possible scenarios. We also provide source-side dedup, and you can also set up a blocky for sesam for immutability if it's a Windows RDS, or if you would rather rely on Linux as an operating system, use our own SEP immutable storage. You can specify that the back-end storage of your deduplication storage, this could be an S3 target like local object storage, could be a S3 cloud storage like Wasabi, like AWS, or whatever is available as an S3 storage. The choice is huge at the market, but we also support the Microsoft Cloud and can use a Microsoft Azure Blob Storage as a target. You can set up the replication between all these deduplication storages, set up a concept, maybe a multi-cloud concept, and replicate your data between the clouds that you do not have a vendor login with your cloud providers. All these elements could be used to set up all your own needs in your own backup concept. We have some more functionalities to increase your security beyond the immutability I've already talked about. We have some virus check functionality for the restore. If you do a file restore from mounted backups, you can check these restore data to make sure that there are no virus infection in the restore data. And we have some new functionality regarding the failover for the media pools as well as for the backup events to create increased availability of your backup procedures. Regarding the connections, we have the possibility to use consistently all through the backup chain or restore chain the HTTPS encrypted protocol, and also the dealing with the SSL key pairs. We store them in our sesam database. The next area of implementation is the usability, and it's almost important the same as security. We have made a lot of enhancements in our web UI. We have now a new action center with a couple of assistants available. We have also some VMware functionality, restart of tasks, system configuration, and so on. So a lot of enhancements, and I can promise you that there will be much more enhancements also regarding configuration in our web UI. Today we still rely on our GUI, but we have done also a lot of optimizations in the GUI regarding first use customers with this software to make your life much easier when you configure SEP Sesam and backups for the first time. Yeah, there are a lot of new functionalities as well beyond these two areas, and I can only mention the unit-based license model or the customer experience program, the updated support matrix. So if you would like to test some of these functionalities, I would say it's best for you to download our software, install it, test it. You can see that we have brand new a community edition. So if you would like to use our software in a productive environment at home or in smaller environments, use our for free community edition. Here in the menus of our homepage, you will find all the information about the products we offer, and also some areas of solutions. We also have the download and support area. You can download our software and support is included if you use it in this demo phase. And here under resources you see also the license configurator, customer references, but what's even more important is our technical documentation, our wiki. And here we have the landing page of our wiki. We have the support matrix, which is pretty important. If you have set up a demo environment, just make sure that all the versions of all the components you are using in your test environment are supported. Then we have the documentation of all our agents over here. And we have the video tutorials. You can make use of our Knowledge Booster playlist on our YouTube channel, and here you will find a lot of videos for different topics. That's just a little bit of a short introduction to our software, and now I can only wish you a lot of pleasure. Download our software and just go ahead. Thank you.